Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My name's Lisa and I'm here to help you unlock the secrets to a happier, more confident and more fulfilling life. In the first 99 episodes, we explored not just practical tools that can elevate your mindset and your life, but also delved into the spiritual aspects like the power of crystals, universal laws and energy healing. Whether you're new or returning, let's continue this inspiring journey of growth and self-discovery together. Welcome back to Love in Life. Have you ever woken up from a bad dream and couldn't get it out of your head all day? Me too. Today, we're going to discover how to decide if your dreams are a nudge from your subconscious or if they're just your brain's way of offloading stress. Before we get into today's episode, I just want to, as always, give a shout out to the place with the highest number of downloads. And this week, that place was Bristol. So hi to everybody in Bristol. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that this week I took myself away to Bath. However, and this is very strange for me, I had so many bad dreams that night, and it was like the same dream going over and over again until about 3 o'clock in the morning. So that is what today's episode is about, obviously. We are going to talk about bad dreams, why we have them, what they might be trying to tell you, and how we can use them on our self-development journey. So what are bad dreams? Now, first of all, I just want to talk a little bit about the difference between bad dreams and nightmares, because there is a subtle difference. So bad dreams, you might have the feeling of discomfort. You might be emotional, you might have a bit of sadness, you might have a bit of confusion or emotional heaviness. These dreams might involve like embarrassment, loss, failure, relationship tension, fear of judgment, feeling unprepared, so worried. You might wake up feeling disappointed, flat, sad, uneasy, but not necessarily panicked. Bad dreams often reflect daily stresses, limiting beliefs, low-key stresses. They can often show you where you are out of alignment, and you might feel like it's a gentle nudge to look at something that you've been avoiding. Nightmares, on the other hand, they are more intense. So you might have feelings of fear, terror, even physical danger. These dreams might involve being chased, being attacked, being trapped or harmed, losing a loved one, or they might even include death. You might wake up feeling shaken, heart racing, sweaty, crying, or panicked. And so what's happening here is a deeper emotional response. They are often linked to unresolved trauma, repressed fear, and they can be a way of your body releasing that fear. Or releasing the fear of things that the conscious mind isn't necessarily ready to process or deal with. So both are uncomfortable, but obviously there is a difference. The reason why we have bad dreams is down to the subconscious. The thing is, your subconscious mind doesn't switch off at night. It's actually working overtime because it hasn't got your conscious mind telling you what it does or doesn't want to think about, or what it does or doesn't want to address. So things that, feelings and emotions that get suppressed or buried during the day, they often show up at night when our conscious mind is resting. Now, dreams, whether they're bad, neutral, nightmares, whatever, they are usually your brain's way of processing either daily stresses, chaoses in life, or they can be your inner wisdom, your inner guidance nudging you to pay attention. But how do we know the difference between intuitive dreams, like when there is an intuitive message that we should be listening to, or if it's just our brain processing stress? So when it's just stress offloading, the dreams will probably feel chaotic. They might feel random. They might feel jumpy. You might wake up feeling confused, anxious, unsettled, but usually the feeling fades quite quickly. Like you won't necessarily think of it again. You might even forget it. You might notice that there is a clear link to recent events. So something that's happened during the day, something that's happened at work, maybe even something that you've seen on the TV. It feels like your mind is just clearing the clutter. There's not necessarily a deeper message. It's just emotional debris. When it's an intuitive nudge, so when it's something you need to listen to a little bit more and maybe take some action, the dream is usually a little bit more emotionally intense. There might be, it might feel symbolic, or it might even be reoccurring. These tend to stick with you, and usually you can't stop thinking about them for hours, maybe even days later. You feel like they are trying to tell you something or ask you to reflect on something. The theme of these types of intuitive dreams, they usually connect to a deeper pattern of your life. Hey, just a quick moment whilst I've got you. If you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to grab your free positivity reset mat. It's a quick, beautiful guide I created with affirmations and journaling prompts to help you feel more in flow day by day. And if you love that little reset, you'll probably love the membership too. It's where we go deeper with chakra themes, support, and gentle accountability to keep you feeling aligned. You'll find everything linked in the show notes. So something that you've been avoiding, a decision you've been putting off, or like I said earlier, maybe something that you've been suppressing. You might wake up with a sense of clarity. You might wake up with a sense of urgency, or you might wake up with a sense of knowing. You might wake up with lots of questions. And I'll be honest with you, like I don't usually remember my dreams. If I remember them, then they usually are something that I need to, they usually are an intuitive message for me, like something deeper that's going on that I need to do a little bit more work around. Now, the dream I was having the other night kept happening over and over again. Every time I dropped off, I would go straight back into that dream again, and it would change a little bit, but it would still be the same thing. And I kept having it over and over again. Then when I wake up in the morning, like I actually felt traumatized by it. It actually put me quite low vibe in that morning, and considering I'd gone away to like get loads of shit done and like do some nice self-care for myself, it was a little bit annoying actually that I had the bad dreams and that it made me feel like crap in the morning. Luckily I had my gratitude journal with me and very quickly raised my vibration when I wake up in the morning. But I did do lots of reflecting on the content of my dream. Now, if you are wondering what your dreams might be saying about what is blocked, you know how I always love to link things to like what energy is blocked. I'm just going to quickly run through which chakra might be blocked depending on like what kind of dream you are having. So the root chakra, which is all about safety, survival, stability. If you had a dream where you were feeling unsafe, unsupported, it could be a signal that you have fears around money, around home life, or just general security. So that might be a little key as to what to look into. Your sacral is all about your emotions, all about creativity and relationships. So if you dream about floods, because the sacral is also linked to water, floods, intense emotional outbursts, sexual tension, conflict in relationships, then it might point to emotional suppression, codependency, creative frustration even. Your solar plexus, which is all about confidence, control, identity, dreams about being powerless, maybe failing at something, being judged. This could be linked to like imposter syndrome, people pleasing, or a fear of like stepping into your power. The heart chakra, which is all about love, connection, forgiveness. If you have dreams about loss, rejection, grief, arguments with loved ones, then it might indicate some unresolved emotional pain or difficulty with self-love, compassion. The throat chakra, which is all about expression, truth, communication. Any dreams where you can't speak, you're not being heard, you're screaming but no sound is coming out. Also dreams about your teeth falling out or dreams about choking. They can suggest difficulty in expressing your truth or maybe even fear of judgment. The third eye, which is all about your intuition, your inner wisdom. If you have dreams that are confusing or even highly symbolic, that don't make sense, they might be overwhelming, they could reflect that you're overthinking about something. They could mean that there's a disconnection from your intuition. And then finally, the crown chakra, which is all about spirituality and purpose, dreams of being lost, feeling disconnected from things. So this might suggest that you're feeling a lack of purpose. It might suggest that you are feeling disconnected from the universe, or you might be on a spiritual journey and feel overwhelmed by that. So I know that's a lot of information to take in, but I hope that helps. I always find that it helps to know which chakra might be blocked. And obviously, if you've got my chakra guide, then you can refer to that to discover some ways that you can work on that energy. So how can we use these bad dreams to help our growth? Just remember that bad dreams, they're not real. They are messages. They're messages that you either need to listen and look deeper to something within, or messages that your body and your brain is processing something. Just go back to and listen to the part about intuition, the difference between if you are having an intuitive nudge or if it's just stress offloading. If it's stress offloading, then just let it happen and let it go. If we journal our dreams, this can help us like process what is going on deep down. So if you have, doesn't necessarily need to be a bad dream, any dream that you remember that maybe you can't stop thinking about, is this dream reflecting a fear or something I haven't faced during the day? What could my subconscious be asking me to look at? You can also ask your subconscious for clarity before you go to sleep. So you know how we always say about setting intentions, like setting intention is the most important thing with anything that you do. Set an intention before you go to sleep, like anything that you need to work on or anything that needs to come through to you in the night, come through. I'm open to receiving. And if you have like a really heavy dream, something you can't stop thinking about, then, you know, going back to, depending on what type of theme it is, as to what energy center in your body might be blocked or need working on, might be out of alignment, just look at ways that you can unblock that energy. If your dreams are showing you limiting beliefs, work on that limiting belief. And if you want a little bit more guidance, journaling about your dream or thinking a little bit more about dreams, then why not download the very, very quick dream reflection worksheet that I've just made. I'm going to pop that in my Facebook group. So come on over to my Facebook group. It's Love and Life, a Guide to a Positive Mindset. And I'll put the link to download the reflection sheet in there. You'll be able to download it for free. It will just guide you through figuring out where the blockages might be, like what this dream is trying to tell you. Now, if you've enjoyed this and if you enjoy learning more about chakra alignment, why not come on over to my membership? Every single month we have chakra aligned sessions. They're always themed. We have meditations, we have accountability, and it's just a lovely community with other like-minded women who are all working on very similar things. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do share it. Why not come over and leave me a review on Apple Podcasts if you listen on Apple Podcasts. Thank you everybody for all your help with. I know that people have been sharing, leaving reviews, clicking the stars, all of that kind of thing. And I can only thank you so much. And it really does mean the world. Like knowing that my podcast is helping more and more people every day. It's just the best feeling ever. So thanks everybody so much for listening this week, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to come over to my group and download your dream reflection worksheet. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. Your feedback helps me reach more amazing people like you, and it means the world to me. And don't forget, you're always welcome to come over to my Facebook group and share what you loved about this episode. Until next time, enjoy the journey and keep loving life. One last thing before I go, actually, because I keep forgetting to remind people. Are you fed up with trying to manifest and having no success? On the 11th of August, I'm holding a free challenge. I say challenge, it's more of a workshop really. I'm holding a workshop that is going to help you find the blocks that are stopping you manifest. So if you join me, you can find out why you're still stuck in that job you hate, why you are still waking up at 4 a.m. filled with anxiety, and why you're getting up every morning repeating the same old habits. I'd love to have you joining me, so please head to the show notes and register your place on this amazing workshop. You are gonna learn so much, I promise you. Oh, and it doesn't matter where in the world you're joining me from, because all the sessions are going to be recorded and I will email prompts to you after. There's really no reason not to join me. I hope to see you then.